Hello, it's Andy, and today is November 1st, which is All Saints Day, or All Hallows Day, which is where we get All Hallows Eve, or Halloween, which was yesterday. And All Saints Day is a day, within the Catholic tradition at least, where we celebrate the saints who have come before us, those who have taught us something about living a saintly life. So happy All Saints Day to you. Now, the only saint that I have ever known was my grandfather, Clarence Lee Rogers, or as the grandchildren called him, Papa Rogers. Now, Clarence Lee Rogers, or Papa Rogers, he wasn't a saint to me because he was perfect. In fact, I'm sure he had a lot of imperfections. You could probably ask his wife, my grandmother, or one of his two daughters, my mother and my aunt, and they would tell you all about how he was not really perfect in their eyes. But the reason I consider him a saint is because there were certain aspects of his being, certain ways about the way he lived that I have come to see as saintly. And in my memory of him, and the way I think of him, and the way I picture him now, he has become a symbol for those saintly qualities. Two specific qualities I have in mind are humility and charity. He was a very humble man. He didn't really talk very much about himself or about all the things he did for his community. I remember one year his church gave him the Father of the Year award, and it was the very first one. It was the inaugural Father of the Year award, and all the grandchildren and his children went to surprise him on that day at church. And when they called him up to receive this reward, he was surprised, and all he could say was, "I don't know what to say." And that's it. He took the award and he walked away. And that's really all he could say because he was so humble. He didn't really consider himself the Father of the Year. He didn't really consider himself as being better than anybody. So humility has become a symbol that I attribute to him, and that's one of the reasons I consider him a saint. The other one is charity. He was very giving. He used to take me with him on Meals on Wheels when he used to take food to those who couldn't get out of their house, or maybe he would just go and sit with someone who was sick or in pain, and he would always take me with him. He'd say, "Come on, Andy, let's go." Didn't really ask, just took me with him. I guess he thought that this was something I needed to see, I needed to witness, that I needed to know about what life really means. And he would visit these people and he would just be with them because that was his way. That was how he was. He was just giving. He was charitable. So he has become a saint to me because the image of him, my memory of him, has become synonymous with this symbol of saintliness, these attributes of the saintly life, which for me, when it comes to him, are humility and charity. And in fact, that's how saints become saints. You know, saints are never perfect, whether it's St. Francis, St. Teresa, St. Thomas, St. Aquinas, any of the saints, not only in the Catholic tradition, but in other traditions in our lives. Saints don't become saints because they're perfect. Saints become saints because they come to represent qualities or attributes of a life that we consider saintly, that we consider worth emulating. So today, on All Saints Day, on All Hallows Day, I honor you, Clarence Lee Rogers, Saint Papa Rogers. Thank you for your humility and your charity.